Gotta know what's up. Justin with clock management, and shout out Jay the plug. Yeah, Pace League. Do it one time for charity. Gotta bring the energy. Give the people what they need. Let's go.
What is good, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to another episode of Pace League Weekly. And I am joined with Justin Clock Management. Everybody, I'm sure you know who Mike Florio is from the NFL Network Fantasy. Killing it over there. And who's this guy? Austin Ekeler. What's happening, man?
Hey, what's going on? What's going on? Thanks for having me back, man.
Yeah, man. Thanks so much for coming back to us, bud. So I know you've got a lot of stuff going on lately. I know you're a busy man, and we really do appreciate you coming through. I know you've got some stuff going on with the fantasy community that everybody loves you. That's one thing I can say, being a fan and being in this community, is everybody loves when a player gets involved like this. And the fact that you're so involved, I mean, literally, hats off, man. I cannot thank you enough for it. Seriously. Tell us a little bit about Ekelers Edge. You have this weekly show going on with Yahoo, yeah?
Yeah. You kind of hit it on the head as far as just, my goal as far as fantasy goes, right? I understand that there's a whole community around the NFL that's not just people that are fans of a certain team. It's people that are fans of fantasy, right? Which is a lot different, right? Because it isolates players. People are fans of players now because they have them on their fantasy, maybe not necessarily because they like the actual team they play on. And I recognized that, a couple of years ago when people kept hitting me up on social media as being like, hey, man, thanks for scoring fantasy points. And then, 2 years ago is when I had almost 1,000 yard receiving, like 92 catches. I was popping off for everybody, and they're just flooding in. So I'm like, I just gotta look into this a little bit more. So I started just, learning about fantasy and actually how involved these people get as far as fantasy goes. And I was like, I in my life, I've always wanted to give back to the people that have elevated me, and, fantasy and just the fans of the NFL in general have elevated the NFL platform to such a point where it's like, now I get to live this amazing life, and I would love to give back to those people. So that's why I started Ekelers Edge. Yahoo Sports and I collabed, we're connected, and just giving a little edge as far as what I think and what I feel about the fantasy world, and just kind of share my knowledge from a player that's playing right now, where you don't really get that access a lot, especially, actually, I don't know if you get the access from anywhere, people talking about fantasy as much as we do. And so, yeah, it's really just a way for me to connect and open up to the fans of me and fantasy, and, give my analysis on some situations.
That's awesome.
I love that the exact number of catches you had that season too.
Absolutely. I think we talked about it today, actually. So, so that's why I was just fresh in my mind.
I don't know if you know this, but that season you also caught percent-wise more than anyone with any running back with more than 40 targets. You had the best percentage.
Yeah, shoot. It was probably up there as far as just in general too. I think I dropped one ball that year.
I love
one ball. Yeah.
Yeah, Mike is a huge fan of yours, as of everybody in this dais right here. But Justin is our residential. I'm gonna find any little thing I possibly can about somebody that nobody ever has any idea about. He just gave us a little tidbit about one of Florio. Adam Rank. He just recently had you on his show about his sister. Yeah. I had no clue that she's like a producer with The Sopranos or something. I was like, that was.
Wow. Okay. There you go. Yeah. How'd you guys like Justin around, man? You need that.
Yeah, man. He knows what's up. How did you get hooked up with Yahoo?
I actually did a fantasy league last year through my Twitch stream. That was using my Twitch stream to connect with people, and I used the Yahoo platform. And I had done some activations with Yahoo in the past as far as talking about fantasy, some workouts and things like that. So I had a connection there. And then they came to us, and they kind of just, it was like, hey, it would awesome be interested in trying out a fantasy show for this year. And, I was like, yeah, this is what I want for this year. I want a new way to connect. And this is a perfect platform, obviously, with Yahoo being as big as it is, for me to get out into the community and basically say thank you with my information and time that I give them back.
Yeah, man. Fantastic. Love it. So it's going to be a weekly show through the season as well?
It'll be, every week through the season. I know we film on Tuesdays, which are off days, but I'm not sure when it actually airs. But yeah, it's gonna be a marathon of episodes, so it'll be fun.
Man, that's awesome. So I also noticed that you have a weekly giveaway for a signed Austin Ekeler jersey. Tell us about that a little bit.
Indeed. Yeah, it doesn't stop there, right? It's not just my time I'm giving away as far as trying to connect. I'm definitely wanting to give it a one up as well. So, I've actually purchased 17 jerseys. Well, I guess 17. What's the buy? We play 17 games. So 17, right? Anyways, trying to figure out how many weeks we got now with an extra game. But yeah, so to enter in, it's going to be a giveaway. I'm going to give away a jersey every single week that I'm playing. Knock on wood, trying to make it through the season as healthy as I can. So if you have me in your starting lineup and you win, right, you take a screenshot of that and then tag me in it either on Twitter or on Instagram, and it'll automatically enter you into the giveaway. And then you'll be randomly chosen, and we'll reach out to you and say, hey, you won the giveaway. Congratulations. So that's going to be going on throughout the year.
You could have put the period at the end of if they have you in their lineup, because obviously they're winning if you're in their lineup. So. That's right.
So as you can see, the shirts that we were rocking.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, my guy. I like the white with the blue. That looks dope. So Austin Ekeler Foundation, something that I am repping for the Pace League very proudly. Thank you so much for allowing me to do so. A lot of folks don't exactly know what the Austin Ekeler Foundation represents. Right. Why don't you go ahead and fill us in?
Yeah, so the Austin Ekeler Foundation, I appreciate you though, Jay. Before we go on to that, repping the Austin Ekeler Foundation. It means a lot. That's why this whole thing even started, because you reached out and you cared, right?
Sure.
And so the Austin Ekeler Foundation, it's a newer foundation. We're just over a year old. We have one project under our belt, but the mission is to provide resources in communities that are lacking of those resources to help people build skills that they can use throughout the rest of their life. What does that mean? Because that's pretty broad. Yeah, it is broad. I wanted to get to the point where we're helping communities across the nation. As of now, we've helped, Santa Barbara High School. We built them a weight room. So people think, oh, it's just a weight room. But weight room teaches you hard work, mental discipline, teaches you how to work with a team, teaches you mental toughness. And now our current project that we're working on during the season, I don't have as much time, but we're raising $20,000 to fund, communities and football programs that are financially struggling, to give them equipment, to give them shoes, to give them balls, bags, things that they can actually go out and use, and they actually can go out and play and learn those skills and be able to play the game of football. So that's one we have going on during the season, and many more to come as we continue to get awareness and continue to raise funds.
That's awesome. That's fantastic. The school that I went to, they did not have much in the way of football equipment. They had a couple basketballs that we got to use and some hoops without any nets. So that definitely lands close to me, man. I appreciate that. I love it. So you also have a charity league, I believe, that you're working with. What's going on with that? Tell us about that.
Yeah. So the Austin Ekeler Foundation is actually putting on a fantasy football charity league. And so half of the proceeds go to the foundation, other half get paid out to whoever wins. If the actual foundation account actually wins, then it just goes back to the foundation, obviously. But it's basically just a way just to, bring awareness to the foundation and also, have some fun with it, based off of the league and fantasy. So we actually have 2 leagues of 16 people. And there was a buy-in to that, which all the proceeds of that went to the foundation, which are going towards that mission that we're going for as far as raising the $20,000 for football equipment. So really excited about that. We definitely filled up within the first 10 minutes. It was crazy. There was a high demand for that, and I'm very thankful. So shout out to you if you're listening. If you got into that, if you didn't, hey, better luck next year. I'll try to make it a little bit more accessible and do it in different ways.
That's excellent, man. Yeah, I've had a couple DMs asking me what do we got to do to get in there? I'm like, just get in. I guess.
Yeah. I'm sorry. It's definitely full.
Is it PPR?
Yep, it absolutely is PPR. Hey, if I'm in there, it's definitely PPR.
That's excellent, man. Yeah, so that's great, because you're going to be definitely earning some money that way for the Austin Ekeler Foundation. I'm about to get you a bunch of money made for the Austin Ekeler Foundation whenever we win this Pace League. Yes, sir. We got it. Adam, I remember whenever we were doing the draft the other night, Adam Rank got you number 4 overall.
Nice. I like it.
Oh yeah,
that's
man.
what I'm talking about. The respect.
We're big believers in the Austin Ekeler, man. So
are you guys PPR league as well?
Oh yeah. Was it? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah. Pace League will always
full
be
disclosure. PPR. Rank took him solely so I could not get you.
I do believe that's true.
You want the leverage. He's going to use you to trade later on, huh? Leverage.
But yeah, Justin, I know you've got some questions for Mr. Ekeler here before we got to let him go. Go for it, man. And Austin, I haven't seen all these questions, so I apologize up front, depending on what.
All right, let's see what you got, Justin. Let's see.
No, nothing too crazy.
We'll determine if I come back on the show or not. So
yeah, come on, Justin.
All right. So I love what you've done. You mentioned it earlier, the Gridiron gaming group.
Yeah.
I was wondering what's your favorite game to stream on there?
Yeah, so Gridiron Gaming Group is kind of been evolving. It started with me streaming. Then I signed up a bunch of people to the group. Now we have like 16 people still recruiting. And it's kind of taken a left turn just because my time to stream hasn't been as much. But when I was streaming, I actually wasn't gaming as much. I was really talking about mental health, talking about physical health, motivations, and passions. And social life. Those are the five aspects of life where I feel like you really need to, have those in check to feel fulfilled. And so we did a lot of chatting as far as just life. And then every once in a while we play some games. Like I'm looking at my other computer screen. I have like 50 games up here. It was just whatever the community wanted to play. That's why I started streaming. It wasn't because I wanted to play games. Like I play my own games by myself, but that was really for community involvement. And so, yeah, like I said, we're taking a little turn. I'm not streaming as much, but we're going to start doing some bigger activations just to build awareness around big events and ourselves.
Trent Sig, the official long snapper of the Pace League, going to be in it next season.
And he's part of the game.
Yeah, he is. And I was talking to him. He told me to try and get you in for next season to the Pace League. But I was like, man, he's a busy man. He's like, go tell him I asked him. So he said he's going to pull you up about it.
Nice. Yeah, that's my guy.
So I know you like to play air guitar. Have you considered playing any other air instruments when you score?
We got to strike up the band, man. We got to strike up the band. I need O-line receivers. Let's see if we can get Jay Herb in the band.
I want to see one of those O-linemen playing an air triangle.
That's right. Right? That's what I'm saying. Rocking it out, man. That's what it's about, right? It's a party in the end zone. That's what it's supposed to be.
So as a running back, you appreciate the position. So I want to know what running back you think is the most underrated running back in the NFL.
Most underrated. Wow.
Told you, man, he's got good questions.
Yeah. I almost want to say Josh Jacobs. I think this guy, he's a solid running back, but I feel like they just don't use him as much as his production should be. I feel like he's really productive when they give him the ball, but I feel like he's just limited to as far as like what they're using him for. So I would say Josh Jacobs.
Yeah. Bringing in Kenyon Drake as well. Kind of.
Yeah. It's interesting. You never know the situation as far as, politics play a role into it. Hey, how is he feeling? Plays a role into it. How does the offensive coordinator trust this guy? So there's a lot that we don't know, but I'm just saying, just from an outsider's view, it's like, man, I think this guy could really, carry the load if given the opportunity.
Yeah. I really liked him until that trade or that signing happened. So, Michael, you have any questions?
I don't really have a whole lot of questions. I just wanted to come on and say, because I'm supposed to be professional, but I'll just say you are my favorite player in the NFL.
Hey, I appreciate that.
love it. Getting to come on and talk to you. I dubbed this season, you feel free to steal it if you want, but I keep dubbing it that the 2021 season is going to be the Austin Ekeler Air Guitar Tour.
Let's go, man. Hey, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate people like you as well, right? You might even not be a Charger fan, but you're just a fan of just players in general, right? Like that's special. That's what keeps the league healthy. That's what keeps me motivated to just give back to the community, because that's really what it's about. It's about the people, right? Yeah, we go out there and play football, but if people don't come watch us, then we don't have any type of league. So appreciate that, Michael, coming in and just chilling.
I'm not a Chargers fan, actually. I'm a Bills fan.
Hey, it's all good. That's even better to me. I think that's even better, man. Because look, you get it. You have a team, but you also respect players as well.
Just like you, I got the bobblehead of you playing the air guitar right behind
me. Let's go. Where's my bobblehead? Mine's around here. Mine's in the back too. There it is.
With NFL's top 100, they recently concluded that they chose Patrick Mahomes as the number one player. I was going to see where you ranked him, and if the fact that he puts ketchup on his steak factored into your decision.
Oh my God.
Oh man. I think he made a pretty good run for himself as far as best in the league, just as far as what he actually does for that team. He definitely has a lot of great weapons around him as well, which definitely helps. always, but yeah, he's pretty special, and I've seen it firsthand a lot of times. Obviously, we play him twice a year, but the whole ketchup thing, hey, it's part of like his brand now. So I feel like he has to, for him to, maybe he has to say that for sponsorship. I don't know, but yeah, I feel like steak does not deserve ketchup, especially if it's a good steak and well cooked. Yeah, so.
Oh God, man, I just nothing brings up the taste of steak like some ketchup.
Yeah, I don't know. It's not every time I see him now, that's what I think of. So either way, it's great branding. He did a great job with it, and he turned it into a
if he doesn't have a deal with Heinz, he definitely needs to get one. Right?
He does now.
There we go.
He actually does.
There we go. Yeah. Yeah. Doesn't surprise me.
But yeah, I'm sure you get asked a ton of football questions, so I didn't want to ask you too much about football. You got your own fantasy show. Ask you some stuff a little bit outside the box.
I appreciate that.
Speaking of fantasy with Austin Ekeler, Ekelers Edge every week. Everybody make sure to go check it out. Make sure to enter in anybody who is starting Austin. If you win that week, take a picture, put it on Twitter, Instagram. Is there any other platforms that they can throw it on there?
It's just Twitter and Instagram right now. All you got to do is tag me. Just tag Austin Ekeler and you'll be entered.
Tag him, win that week, possibly win a signed jersey. I know I'm definitely going to be going for it. Y'all going to see a bunch of that stuff on my feeds. Austin Ekeler Foundation, always rocking for these cities that need the help. We appreciate that very much. Austin Ekeler's Charity League. I mean, just got so many things going on. Twitch stream, y'all check it out. Gridiron Gaming Group. Also, what about the FFC?
Fan controlled football. Yeah, we're starting up. We'll hold that off for the next time because that's going to be at the end of the year. But yeah, it's going to be season 2 coming back. Looking forward to that.
Going to try and win a second.
Wild Aces
second championship. That's what's up, man. Yeah. All right.
So I assume my questions weren't too bad because you said for the next time.
I just didn't want to say a lot. No, it's like, that was great. Justin, you did good, man. You did good.
All right, Austin, thank you so much, man. Thank you so much for being on the show.
For sure.
Really appreciate your time, man. You have a great rest of your evening, all right?
And thank you for repping the foundation as well. Appreciate it.
Absolutely, man. Always will. I got you.
Let's go. All right. See you, boys.
All right, man.